All of you are objects here for my pleasure.
I feel like I walk around with a sign on me that says, hey, try to have sex with me, it'll be fun.
And then they start to say, oh, you're beautiful. You're going to be my wife.
It's like when you're standing before God, what do you want him to see? I just stood there, frozen. I just stood there, frozen.
The study I'm thinking of is David Lesek's, and he found that about 6% of men on college campuses admitted to doing something that was a sexual assault. And about 2/3 of those admitted to doing so an average of 6 times. So there's this 4% of the male population that's responsible for 90% of the rapes on college campuses.
If I were teaching like a college etiquette class, that's the first thing I'd point out. Be polite. You are going to be in the wrong if shit gets weird, if someone changes their mind. I think the college hookup is a dangerous game.
Grab somebody sexy. And so then you do, and then you rub your body all over them, and if you're in the position where you got grabbed, well, then you can either turn around and say, hey, get away from me, and ruin the party vibe, or you can just quietly deal with it.
And I said, you know, that's kind of interesting because the other place you hear that kind of language of not leaving anyone behind is in a military situation.
Just remember, like, being in his dorm room, and then, like, his girlfriend getting sick. And I had images of the attack itself.
So she was on the subway, and this guy started harassing her on the subway. Like, oh baby, you're so hot, you're so sexy. Ah. And she said it just went on for too long.
And I remember this thing happening to my body, and I just had no control. Just none. Just nothing.
And on my way back, he said something funny, and then he stood up, and he hugged me from behind. And he put his hands on my waist, and then he proceeded to begin to put his hands up my blouse.
So you know what she did? She was like, F you, but not to him. She said, F you to every single guy sitting in the subway car.
And right away, I did, Tia, what?
I was 13 years
Just
old.
push and push and push until we
Nice
get your
ass.
consent.
How about a
F
little
you to every single guy on the
Oh, you're my wife.
I mean, my whole world kind of collided.
Excited male voices.
So you can whistle and circle and whisper and yell and jostle as you pass me by. But I will just keep on walking, smiling inside of me. Because this body is mine. Just mine.